All right, and Usul, our Jedi, has killed Poe Dameron. All right.
Does that affect his morality?
Well, no. I said I voluntarily take 4 strain just from that.
4 strain. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. All right, and at that point,
T3. I think I need to go back to the ship.
Yeah. You go down. Yeah,
so, I go up to. I find Rael. I pull out a flask and take a swig and hand it to him.
But before I go there, I go in and sort of say, who the Griff let out? Poe Dameron.
I shrug my shoulders and go,
I just point this way.
Watching him.
I point this way.
Why?
All right.
Where is he?
So at this
Killed
point,
in space by my lightsaber because he drew on me, shot at me twice.
You killed Poe Dameron.
Because you let him out.
You killed Poe Dameron.
I just yelled, "This is your fault," and I go away and meditate.
You killed Poe Dameron. You killed Poe Dameron.
So
I had to, otherwise he would have killed me. He shot me twice.
I'm pretty sure he would have just left.
Yeah, if you left him alone, he was leaving.
No, he popped the hatch.
all right. So at that
Really,
point,
what happened right before he
I
popped
come in
the
with
hatch?
the new system.
Wait.
You need to talk with your assassin buddy.
Hold on. He was escaping, right? And this randomly popped the hatch, and you happened to be there to stab him with your lightsaber?
Okay.
So would you like to explain a little bit more
right.
what the hell you were doing there?
All right. I'm a little tense, but I'm going to give you the full story.
Oh, jeez, enlighten me.
I doubt that's possible. So here we have me on the ship, checking it out, see what it's got. I suddenly feel the engines ignite. T3 and I lock it down, open up a channel, say, "Hey, who's in the ship? What's going on?" He pops the hatch and starts shooting at me.
He was trying to leave.
He
Why did you shut down the ship?
He could have told me. He could have told me, and this would all have just been solved amicably. But no, he had to go and be a killer again, just like you.
Coming for the person who just turned Poe Dameron into a boiled mass of flesh floating out through space.
All right, let's. There's not much that we can do.
Pretty much all we can do now is sell that ether sprite.
We've got.
I think there's one too many Jedi.
I heard you turned down a 20,000 credit offer for it.
Okay, we've got
we
him killing
No,
Poe
we took his
Dameron.
money.
We've got this guy killing Poe Dameron. We've got this guy, murdering the guy in the cargo bay.
It's going dark. It's definitely going dark.
Hey.
That guy had it coming. He betrayed us.
Defenseless.
So let's
You stab Poe Dameron with a lightsaber.
let's make the best of the situation we have before us.
Flush the Jedi out the...
We can't change what has already been done. We can only move forward. Let's profit with the Ether Sprite. Let's bring in Poe Dameron.
His remains, yes.
This will possibly make Admiral Statora more acceptable to our hasty departure.
Wait, so why are we going back to Admiral Statora?
These guys are hell-bent on sitting in those seats.
Well, they got an Aether Sprite then.
Do you not want to continue?
I don't.
Is that him as a player or the character?
I'm talking in character.
No,
It's
that's
our
character. That's character. Yeah, that's
It's like,
character. You're right.
I don't understand why
Well,
we
we
go
can
back.
ask you the same,
What?
Valcro. I mean, you seem like, you're going to be with these Jedi sitting on a seat.
I don't.
Where does that leave you with us? If you run off to join the Order. We brought you on because you're a top-notch mechanic.
Since we've kind of fallen in with these Jedi guys,
You've changed.
and we've almost been killed, our ship's been damaged, I'm being accused of murdering somebody. He stabbed my new friend, flushed him out an
Oh
arrow.
yes, you're
So-
the one who has all bad.
I'm not talking to
all
you.
right. I had the guy.
really are
I
good.
had the guy in cuffs, and
And
you
killed
walked
him.
up right in front of me and blew his brains out.
Oh, that was you.
he was the traitor.
Yes, and we had him.
Exactly.
Subdued.
You know Rael's
Helpless.
got a temper.
Right, but we've
He
been.
deserved it. I mean, come on.
Jael, you remember that case? You did that then too.
Well,
You hadn't learned.
shit happens. I just think there's...
Profit is not always in death.
Okay, so
It's actually usually the reverse, to be honest with you.
Yeah, usually you make more when they stay alive. There was no profit in him. He was going to go get taken off by the new order or whatever, and they were going to put him in jail, and I was going to get paid for it.
There was no profit in death.
There was no profit in life either.
Well,
so
you don't know that.
I feel better about myself. I'm just thinking that this whole admiral thing is maybe a little bit more than we bargained for.
Whatever. I'm done with this whole business. You've got a lot of work to do. And then I slap one of the crates, and I'm like, weapons array. I slap another one. I'm like, hyperdrive. And then this one, I kind of give you a smile and a wink. Ion turbines.
Ion.
Yeah, she's gonna be fast.
And I got a Baka tank waiting to get delivered, so if we can figure that one out.
Unsaid, what I heard, and you can hear it as well, and I'm curious if this is true. He's saying you got lots of work, but he also sounded like he was going to be heading toward Coruscant. Am I right?
Tusks and tentacles stay
Yeah,
together.
exactly. So one strain across the board to the entire group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
That was very. That was clearly straightful. All right, and 2, I'm going to give 3x. Actually, I already gave you yours before it even went, but I'm going to give 3 XP for that event because you guys resolved what happened with Poe Dameron, a shocking resolution, and then at that point. It sounds like you're saying, hey, get to work for Tusken Tentacles, but without saying it, it sounded like you were going to head toward Coruscant. Is that what you were saying? Or did you...
For now, we don't have any other course to go, so...
There you go.
They all shot down my idea to offer an escort to that freighter.
I'm going to give 5 XP, because that's a fantastic resolution. He never said, I totally agree with you. He's just taking the ship in that direction, which he's fully capable of doing.
And,
Yeah.
to
And he's saying we're going to where the Jedi are. Right, rather than the outer rims where this guy could shoot all the people he wants.
well,
I'm not just some psychotic maniac wanting to shoot everything that moves. That's
Red and I.
That has become questionable in days of late.
What are you talking about? You guys have murdered the same number of people already. So.
Yours is getting on.
Ren and I, talk. Those two talk. Usually we're at odds.
We're at odds.
It's a nice little.
And eventually,
trio
the
we
voice
have.
of reason in the middle comes up with a solution. I go like this, and whatever.
We've talked that there is definitely profit to be had. With the rebellion, the resistance. Whatever its current terminology is.
So that Poe Dameron, bringing him in, is there a bounty on that, dead or alive?
All right, that's a great question.
We did pretty good just for that
You guys are buttoning the
stormtrooper.
ship up, and you're going. Everyone here, you can all make a pure cunning roll. All right.
Perception or vigilance?
Greens.
It's going to be. No, I'm sorry. This is intellect. This is pure intellect. This is pure intelligence. All right.
Is that green or yellow?
It is. Yeah, it's green. Yeah.
Ooh, 2 successes and an advantage.
3 successes.
So I roll 2 because I have 2 intellect, right?
Your intellect?
I have 3 successes.
1 advantage, 2 success.
Just those 2.
All right. So there is absolutely a bounty on Poe Dameron, right? It's 50,000 K, right? But it was 100% alive. There's no stipulation on bringing him in dead. And anybody who has who has a success understands this. It would be highly questionable to tell anyone that Poe Dameron died here. It will not, because so you guys can see the dominoes, right? Massive hero to every pilot in the Resistance. He trained half of them, right? The other half of them looked up to him, right? Leia Organa, you guys, she's dealing with the death of her husband and her son, and now her favorite agent, right? It would serve nothing to anyone to tell anyone that you are even remotely connected to Poe Dameron's death. You get the idea that Poe Dameron's death should never be spoken of again.
Do you think there's anything for bringing in the guy that murdered Poe Dameron?
Oh, right. Yeah, go down that road.
I didn't even bring that one up. So wait,
You get the idea that you should be saying, Poe who? Yeah, we didn't see him.
so there's no bounty on this guy.
T3, get the camera recordings for this event.
Just let him float.
So I'm going to actually recommend that we put Poe Dameron back in his ship, what's left of it, and then we let loose on it.
Oh yeah, I hear you. Okay, that makes total sense.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, and what are you doing with the camera recordings?
I'm just making sure that he has them in case they decide to bring me in and then go to a meditation and meditate on the fact that even though it was self-defense, I killed.
You're
someone.
keeping them. Okay, all right, got
So
it.
you got the
All right.
20K from him?
While they're doing that, I'm gonna go over and pat him on the back and say, "It wasn't your
But then
fault.
I
Let's go
paid-
meditate on that."
Past 10.
I heard that.
2 XP there. Because that would, I think that is a very Jedi response.
What's that?
All right, he actually encouraged him, said it wasn't his fault. They're bonding as Jedi. which
Well,
is the-
guess what? Guess what I have enough XP for now? Raising my Force rating.
Hey, there you go. That's good.
So is that a 2 now or 3?
It's a 2 now.
Yeah. All right. You are now. And so you guys are heading. What did you want to do?
Oh, let's see. On the way to Coruscant, we gotta make arrangements for our second delivery. I got some more stuff coming that we need, so gotta make that happen.
Well, like the stuff.
What do you mean?
Well, he had bought stuff that
Oh, right. The stuff
Yeah.
we talked about. That's fine.
Yeah.
You can pick that up. You
Alright,
don't
those
need
pick
to-
that up on the
He
way.
needs his 2 other boxes as well.
What's that?
He needs his 2 other boxes as well eventually, right?
I'll also say that he can see T3 making the copy and question me about that if he wants.
All right.
I'm in the middle. I can see, I can see bringing Poe in, and I can see, letting him go because of who he is and everything else. He has done great service, and I'm gonna assume that one of these guys said it actually in game. Luke did blow up the Death Star.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yo, I said that. Yeah.
So like that was
I
used as a
misspoke and
heroic
said, didn't he
thing.
blow up 2 of them?
At this point, he said they were putting him back in the ether sprite and they were destroying the ether sprite. So there's
No, not
no,
these.
no.
They're putting in his original
His
ship.
freighter. The
freighter.
whatever.
Yeah.
We're keeping the Ether Sprite.
Yeah,
I got all the
right,
parts
that's
taken
silly.
out of it.
Are
So
you
the
going
way
to
I-
destroy his ship? And the only reason I'm asking is he has a really distinctive death wound on him. It's not hard to tell how he died.
Well,
Yes, but if you blow up the asteroid and the ship that he's
Done,
in,
done.
you're not going to
Okay,
be
yeah,
able to see
exactly.
Well,
that.
is there any
that's
salvageable, like, valuable
did.
parts?
I already
from that?
did.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Okay.
anything that I could take, with ease.
So the way I see it is, Poe's dead. There's no bounty on him. I'm done with him. Let's keep going on.
All right.
Let's go
You
find
guys
the bounty.
head straight back to Coruscant.
Right. So one of the things
you
that
have your gear.
Awesome.
one of the things that I've done over the years to kind of keep my my force training going was in the mechanical side of things. So since we've got quite a bit of travel to do and apparently quite a bit of upgrades to do,
And this new Baka tank.
I kind of zone out as I get into the upgrades and the installs and
trying to get them all in. Okay.
and like I'm using it as my own meditative way to deal with a lot of the things that have gone on recently. The whole chance of dying in this thing with Marzo, us taking the first strike, the inter-party conflict, all of it, and I'm just trying to
Kind of fun.
come to terms
feeling the
and come to
adrenaline
accept,
post-rush.
and thus seeking, if I can find any insight to, like, it's taken years to get our dynamic worked out,
Yeah.
and now that things have shifted with these 2 other Jedi, kind of being closer to my morality, yet all of the stuff that we're doing is on our ship. I'm trying to figure out how I can best move forward with essentially this new family that we're kind of constructing.
That's interesting.
So while they're meditating on their Jedi stuff.
Well, I mean,
we need
you
to
don't
talk.
you don't see that it's that. You just see me doing my work.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I grab Rael and head to the pilings to the helm, and say, "Hey, Pash, what's going on? How long have you been crewing for the Nightsaber?"
4 years.
Heard good things about Captain Flux and the crew over there.
Yeah, he's great. She's great.
We could use a little more help around here, especially with all these highfalutin Jedi running around.
What do you got in mind?
Well, we could offer you a commission here if you're willing to jump ship.
so to speak.
How are your mechanic skills?
They're not good. But I can fly.
That's true.
I can fly.
That
I
became
know I
very
can do.
evident. Yeah.
Okay, you can't fly.
I
I'll
can
give
fly.
You, I'll give
Captain
you that.
Flux is into me for $12.50 on the credits.
And I will tell you, I am looking for a new opportunity.
So
Awesome.
Okay.
yeah, I can probably arrange something for a severance. You know, as you already seen, yeah, things. The credits tend to fly around here.
That's true. That's very true.
And let me, as long as you're okay with the morally ambiguous point of view that I generally take to the galaxy, I can guarantee you that in the near future there'll be a lot more of those credits flowing through here.
That's what I'm talking about. I think I'll be all right.
And I liked how you handled yourself in our first firefight there. That was good stuff. You didn't even bat an eye.
Rock and roll. All right, I'm in. I'm in.
All right. So 1, do you want to give him 5, 10? What do you want to do to seal it? Because I heard you have extra credits available.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there was 12,500 credits
Yeah,
of
that's perfect.
grenades I didn't get. So,
Yeah,
you know, when I
agree
get
with
that refunded, I'll just slide that his way as a signing bonus.
So wait, you're saying you're paying him on a money you don't have?
Well, she owes me the credits, but I do have it. I actually do have it.
He's
so
got it.
If I can't get
my
it back.
point is you owe him credits now.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay. So are you paying him the 12.5?
Yeah, I'll give him the 12.
Perfect. Done.
And,
Okay, that's excellent.
Deal.
1, I'll give 3 XP both there, and also 3 XP for you kind of talking through what you're feeling, because you're really being pulled in two directions, big time. All right, so at that point, you guys return to Coruscant, and all of you the events have weighed heavy, right?
No amount of ranks and cool will get rid of this.
Yeah, exactly. And so at this point,
So,
you
by
guys,
any chance, did doing any of that allow me to reduce strain?
yes,
yeah.
actually,
Oh, yeah.
everyone here can reduce strain by 2 times your cool, minimum 2. Okay,
I don't have anything.
Then-
so
then you get
minus
2.
Okay.
right? And yeah, can you show him where cool is?
It's a.
So,
That's
I'm
why I
thinking,
need that other tree. It gives me cool.
No ranks, you
And I can
have
put
2.
all of my extra.
he's better pilot than you, right?
That would be right there.
The new guy.
Really? A smuggler doesn't have cool? I'm a little surprised.
Well, it's a beginning character. It's one of the reasons why I have it in there. All right. So at that point, you guys return back to Coruscant. And
What is Star Tourist ship?
I'm 3
All right,
stations
Taurus ship.
Home 1.
and 4
Actually, Statora's
planetary.
ship is not home 1. So Statora's ship specifically is. 1 second here. I have that file here. 1 minute.
Do I have my droid mechanic? My
You do.
41 Vex?
Yes.
Okay.
You do have a droid as well.
So
Absolutely.
he can do some of my mechanical stuff.
That's
that I
true.
can't do.
You can absolutely
so
leverage
that brings
him.
that to the table. So what I lack in skill, I
You
make
saw
up
what
in
my
that
droid's done.
Exactly.
All right. He is on the Silver Candroon, and it is a large
So when we get close to Coruscant, is the Sandroon there?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Did you? And as soon as you guys come in, X-wings fly out, and immediately.
I think as soon as
Mark,
we
can you
get
grab me a
into hailing range, I think we need to send a message.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
not so sure I want to get that close to a,
A mark system.
what message would you like to send?
Well, he's in the pilot seat. I'm back in the back, so I don't know whether either of you
anybody?
two want to.
Sure, I'll take one.
Yeah, if you couldn't mind, I'll take one as well.
What did you want to send? You're letting them determine.
I mean, I don't know how long I don't know how long the trip is going to take versus how long my mechanic stuff is going to take. I mean, clearly we've got a droid now to assist. But I mean, the basic message that I would say is,
parlay.
that we need to parlay because information was unable to change hands and it required quick action.
And we'll turn ourselves over for any disciplinary action.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're saying
No, we
you
won't.
wish to- you're just asking for parlay.
Well, we will.
All right.
I mean, Jedi.
Yeah.
Well, the Jedi can turn
So
themselves over.
immediately, you get a response back saying you can dock in Hangar Bay 4, and it also says what repairs do your ships need. What is there any medical assistance that anyone on your ship needs? You're a little bit relieved to see that because that's the standard. Hey, welcome back, Resistance pilot.
Can you straight recovery?
Yeah. So, yes, I'll allow one restrain across the board to be recovered for that. Absolutely.
Now, is that a recording that comes across, or is that an
that's
individual?
and actually, so you and also, one of his assistants asks where you wish to meet Admiral Satora. It actually says, do you wish Admiral Satora to meet you in the hangar bay? Would you like to meet him in a conference room? Did you want to meet him on the bridge? Let you choose.
Conference room.
It's conference room? Yeah, that's good.
In one of the conference rooms?
I think we bring the Ewoks with us because who can be angry with the Ewoks?
I'm gonna carry as many of them as I can.
We're going to need to request. I mean, Coruscant's the worst place to be taking these guys, as there's only metal around.
Is there a preserve around here?
But
And actually,
we need to.
so this is a big deal. So
Yeah, I'll take an
You
Ewok.
guys come off the ship, and you guys are coming off the ship. Everybody is working on, X-wings, A-wings, B-wings. The hangar bay is extremely busy. Nobody looks twice at you guys. The Ewoks come down the gangplank. You come down the ramp, the Star Kraken ramp, with Gar, and everything stops. And like immediately, many of the pilots start to walk over. No one has seen Ewoks in like 20 years.
I
right?
look around.
Yeah.
I nudge Rael, and I'm like, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" Ewok circus. It'll be huge. That'd be
Pay
great.
5 credits, pet an Ewok.
So at this point, they do come over, and and they try to start communicating with the Ewoks. The Ewoks yub yub.
Yeah, see, now I'm disappointed. If we would have gotten the apprentice, that technically would have entered the person into the party, and then we would all know Ewok.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
I find that language dynamic of the system weird.
I'm sorry.
So
Sorry,
at this
you should roll
point,
better. Blame the dice.
It's the way it rolled out.
So at this point, there's so much joy at seeing the Ewoks return. All strain is relieved. You guys are at full, right? And actually, the pilots are extremely excited to see you back. Some of the leaders, some of the captains, some of the squad leaders come over, and Admiral Statora's assistant comes over, gives you enough time to. And they also, by the way, you were able to do the install on your ship. You were able to do one, so you can choose which one you wanted to do on the way back. The crew immediately says that the crew will do one more before you leave, so you can choose which ones you want them to do if you allow them to do a repair on your ship.
Well, I put in the turbo lasers. Could Vex have done?
No, the turbo lasers are already there. We have
the ion
target
cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, ion cannon.
No, it was ion turbines.
Ion turbines.
But to say, do you want turbo lasers on both cannons?
Are you asking if the droid could do the other?
Yeah.
Who Joe is controlling? Yes. So you have 2 in.
So what else do you want?
So we have a hyperdrive a generator upgrade.
Okay.
We have ion turbines, and we have combat targeting array computer.
And the bucket.
That might be better because it upgrades gunnery checks by 1.
Okay, that's definitely a good one. What does the ion turbines do?
It increases our
Speed.
I think our speed and handling.
Speed or handling, yeah.
It's adds 1 point to ship's speed and reduces the system strain threshold by 1.
Ooh, okay.
And then we were able to get another speed boost from.
Yeah, like we did both of them. Our ship went from a 3 to a 5, so.
Wow. So you're going to go from a 3 to a 5, and you're going to have the gunnery, and that's everything, right?
Just the Donka tanks code.
The hyperdrive, what that does, that reduces our hyperdrive from a class 2 to a class 1.
So you can do 3. You can do 2. You can add 1 more. So what do you want to do?
Are you going to allow them to do the other stuff?
Yeah, we'll allow 'em.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So they begin repairs on your ship.
Before we go into
Okay.
I'm going to.
Which 2 and the 2 speed increases? Is that what was done?
The targeting array and the ion turbines are what we did.
The ion turbines, is that the speed?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
So then they have a Bacta tank to install, a handling upgrade, a speed upgrade, anything
Wow.
else?
And the hyperdrive.
You're gonna
And
get
the hyperdrive.
You're gonna get 1. You're gonna get 1.
Okay.
All right. So
Well,
you don't have to
pick-
answer that right now.
Right.
All right. So when you
Hyperdrive.
leave, tell me which one they did. We'll get there. All right. So at that
Hear what
point,
we said there? When you leave.
Yeah. So you guys are all taken to Admiral Satora. There is Admiral Satora brings you. You're brought to a room where Admiral Satora is, and at this point, he is in a large room that is at the top of the ship, and there's a large 60-foot circle of glass steel on the bottom, so you could see through it, and you could see down 7 floors through the ship. Okay, you can see that people are walking through, and also all around him are on the glass steel is battle plans, right? And actually, more specifically, it's very clear they have information coming in on where is the First Order, where do they have their largest collection of ships, where can they strike them, and so they have all this intelligence coming in, and standing right with him is General Leia Organa. All right, so Admiral Stator is there, General Leia Organa is there, and at that point you guys walk right up, and Admiral Statora, puts his hands up. He's got a big smile on his face, and he says, "It appears you all are safe." That is excellent. He says, "We were so worried." He says, "I do not know you, sir. I am Admiral Statora, and I'll show you who you're dealing with. It is this gentleman right here. That's Admiral Statora, and there's General Leia Organa right next to him." And so he says, "Who are you?"
Sir, I'm Pash.
He says, "Excellent." He says, "If you are a friend of Rin and Usul," and he said, he goes around and he says, "A friend of Rin and Usul and Gar and hold on one second. No. He says, Usul and Valcro and Rin and Gar, then you are a friend of mine."
Well, thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Really?
He goes,
Just really?
he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Had you recently joined the Resistance?"
No. Whatever.
He will not modify statement.
All right. So with that said, he says.
Then all
so,
these display
please,
panels
he
come
says,
up of you blowing that guy's
you
head
guys
off.
literally left in a hurry.
Yeah.
What happened?
We had received some information that we felt it required immediate action, and I'll go into the
You'll
whole,
tell him everything.
the whole story about as dark as it is. Kylo Ren's actions were designed to increase his power with the dark side, and we had gained intelligence that Zayd Ren,
yes.
Zayd Ren was attempting to enact the same dark magic,
Bolstering her level to his equal footing.
and we felt that we couldn't even go through the standard diplomatic channels and whatnot. We needed.
She had to be stopped.
She had to be stopped, and upon our exit, we noted a traitor within the Resistance. I don't specifically remember the details,
you know his name,
but,
absolutely. The character.
I'll have my droid holovid his plans that were in the hangar.
You want to show him the holovids? The only problem with that is the holovid.
No. I said his holo plans for how the hangar was rigged.
Perfect. Well done. 2 XP.
So we needed to deal with that.
Good job, Riley.
With haste, and it seemed like there were all these things that were happening all at once, and there was naught we could do but act as we did.
All right. Sorry to interrupt here. I really don't like a lot of the decisions your character makes, but you are playing him to the core. I'm going to give 5 XP. You've remained consistent
And
with
he's
your
not even a
character.
Jedi.
For playing your character well, despite despite him going the opposite direction I would go, you have consistently played him well. All right. You've been consistent with how you're playing him. All right. So with that said, you give that all to Statora. You have really left out nothing, correct? There's a couple things.
Really hoping there's at least one thing they left out.
When it comes to saving the Ewoks, you've left out nothing. He goes, Gar, it is an incredible accomplishment you have done to go and to save the Ewoks. The fact that the 8 Ewoks have been brought here, and at this point, so many of the Ewoks come around General Leia. And you guys have never ever seen this. General Leia is usually completely controlled, but she actually steps down, and you could just see like tears just start streaming down her face, and she goes, "Logray, and you have to come over and you put your hand on General Leia's shoulder and you say, "This is Logray's grandson, Wongru." And she goes, "You look just like your grandfather," and she remembers, many, many years ago being on Endor and working with them, and she actually worked with Wongray's grandfather directly, and she's just totally struck, and all these memories come back to her of when she was on Endor, fighting the Empire with the Ewoks. And the Ewoks, they don't know who she is, right? So they're but they all kind of just go around her, they hug her, right? And
they sense a connection.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you are kind of like, it's very bittersweet for you because you accomplished this, you saved an entire race, and at the same time you still are reeling from the fact that you know that they cannot be brought to be force emergent. And so you're kind of like conflicted. So with that said, by the way, great job explaining. I'm going to give 2 XP there. And he says, well, he says, it is fantastic that all of you are back. I am really excited for that. And he says, there is some news. He says, you guys have been away for a little while, and I just wanted to introduce you. And at that point, he walks over and he just taps his foot on the diagram, and one of the doors slides open over there, and this person walks in.
It's Zaid Ren.
It is not Zaid Ren. It is Diala Pasil, and I'll pass that around. And he says, truly there has been an awakening in the Force. He says Diala is a Jedi, just as you are. Diala was hidden by multiple rebel...
Twi'lek?
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly right. 1 XP. He says, she was hidden by multiple rebel forces.
Yes.
Kyle Katarn assisted in in her being hidden for multiple, for many, many years. And she has been trained she has been trained in the Force, and she is a full Jedi. And at this point,
my Leku are twitching a little.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna send off some of those
Signals.
Pheromones and Twi'lek signals.
Hey.
With a
stagger.
With the list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, I'm
All right.
just
Okay.
wow.
You need to make a roll, a really important one. You just
Hey.
See,
you just hey baby to a Jedi
Draws
master.
the lightsaber.
All right, so let's do it. Let's get into it. All right. Okay, so you need to roll
it's against
deception, which is cunning, and your deception.
Against
And
her pool.
Why would it be
Again.
deception?
Yeah, you'll see.
Charm or deception.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not charm. It's gonna be deception. You'll
Oh
see.
no, I'm looking at Charm
All
here.
right,
I'm like,
okay.
hey baby, how's it going?
It's going to be 3. It is going to be
Deception is
3
cunning.
purple.
You're adding 3 purple?
Yeah, there's going to be 3 purple. I am going to flip this dark side to a light side, and that's going to convert one of the purple to a red.
Oh,
And
great.
because you're unsettled, because she is very attractive, and you haven't seen a Tagroot female in a while, we're going to put in a setback die there. And she's just not regularly attractive. So she's actually very attractive,
stunning.
right? Exactly. So that's 2 setback dice. Good luck.
Okay.
Roll it up.
Well, I'm gonna flip one of these. And
Oh, there you go.
there we
Okay.
go. I'm gonna give
All right,
her.
I
Give
see
me
the
the
other
other
way
way.
around. Yeah, I got it.
Oh yeah.
I see what you did
I
there.
do it all the time. Go right ahead. I do it all the time.
Crafty bounty hunters. Can't trust them.
Right, see how this goes.
Wait, I see some failures.
No, I haven't rolled yet.
All right, good.
Roll. Let's see. I have a success, a triumph, and
4 threads.
4 threats.
Okay.
She likes it.
Yeah.
She
She
doesn't
really likes it.
She does not like you at all, but she hasn't had any in a while.
So she takes.
She's gonna rage
I got
at you.
triumph, man. There's gotta be worth
You
something.
take 4 strain, right? And you
I'll-
do look at her,
I'll take
and
that strain.
and it does seem like she is surprised, that somebody would speak to her in this way, because she's used to. Well, you guys are about to determine how she's been spoken to for the last week or two, and you don't know that yet. And but also you also realize that she knows that you've done something extremely dark that you are hiding recently. She knows a secret about you. And she also doesn't say it out loud. You also know that. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Right. Okay.
I don't see it as murder, so there we go.
I'll bet she gets that.
All right. Now, at that point, he says, "I understand that
What
it
about my
was
triumph? I don't get like
that you had always struggled
cheat.
with the idea of sitting upon the
Temple
council, sitting in the chair. Diala has taken that responsibility. Diala is the Jedi Master at the temple. The temple has been restored. We have found holocrons and lightsabers in there. Also, at this point, as a Resistance military leader, I am now fully handing over control of the Jedi Temple, all of its facilities, all of the starships that are connected to it, to Diala. I'm not going to, and Diala, at this point, Diala says, I understand that each of you are Force emergent. I am willing to consider you for positions as Jedi Knight if you report to the temple after your 3 days of rest here. And I will task you as any Jedi Master has tasked Jedi Knights previously. If, once I have tested you, I believe that you are to be given the title of Jedi Knight.
Okay.
There's got to be a way to make some money right here in 3 days.
All right, and at that point, she actually leaves.
Well, I actually wanted to have a conversation.
I'm all
with
about
her.
making the money.
Oh,
Yeah, let's talk.
you can intercept her before she goes.
If you don't mind my asking, how were you trained, or who trained you?
She says, that is an excellent question. I am not answering that. I have not answered it for anyone. And the reason why is I believe that there are still Knights of Ren now hunting Force Emergent Jedi, Force Emergent and Jedi. And until I know who can be trusted, until I have tested all the Force Emergent and determined who should be under the command of the Jedi Council, I will not be divulging that information.
Can I look with the Force into that? Her secret nature, makes me wary to trust her.
Absolutely.
So is there any way to get a reading on her as to whether she's, legitimately I want to just be safe, or whether she's like, I'm a dark side?
Absolutely. You can reach out with the Force and ascend and try to sense her with the Force. You also know that any true Jedi Master will know if that's done.
Well, then before he says...
So you are fully capable of it.
All right,
it's an etiquette issue.
This is what I'm going to do. I am going to open up myself and allow it to be a two-way street. So I will reach out and feel, but I will leave myself defenseless,
right,
so that she can be able to do exactly the same to me.
Absolutely. So okay. So one, let's see what Jedi power you would be using.
I know nothing about the actual powers. So.
What powers do you have?
Well, actually, it's a great point. So what are your Force powers right now?
Are you talking about like talents or actual
talents?
powers?
You're exactly right. Your talents.
Okay, well, I have sense danger, touch of.
I think you meant Force powers.
Okay, that
Like sense, enhance, move.
I have move and I have enhance basic.
You have enhance, right?
I guess you would.
Wait, no, he's right. He's fine. Hold on. Oh, so get this. This is awesome. All right. So you are using sense, which you don't have. Okay. Now, hold on. Sense basic power. Force user can use the sense to interact with the world around him. Use it to sense all living things within short range. To sense the current emotional state. Once per attack, upgrade the difficulty. Sense going forward. Upgrade the pool. Okay.
Well, I have points to spend. How much would it cost to buy the first level of that? Because
No, hold on. This is important.
Okay.
Current thoughts of one living target with whom he is engaged. All right. Now this is important. All right. I increased his Force power, right? And the reason why was he did something that was unprecedented. He tried to lift an entire species into Force emergency, right? Into becoming Force emergent. What you've done now is you tried to do something that you don't have the power to do. Okay? Now, that goes back to Yoda, right? Yoda literally said to Luke, who could barely control the stones, that he should have been able to lift that entire X-Wing out. Right? And so you are now in the presence of an actual Jedi Master. The reason why is she has sat on the seats in the temple. She has been accepted by the Republic and the Resistance, and she has taken the role of Jedi Master. She's the only one that exists. Right? And you said, I'm going to use a Force sense to get it. You now have Force Power Tree Sense, you have Sense Basic Power, and you have Control. It's 20 points worth of material. And the only reason you have it, okay, is you said, I'm going to do this. And Yoda fully laid groundwork for that to be done. And the other thing is, the reason why I'm giving it now is at no point did I feel that Ted was saying, I'm going to try to get some powers here, right? You know, like, yeah, you just did what, and that's really important, is, you know, the Force really is a living thing. If it decides, I'm going to go into this person to allow them to do this thing, that can be how it works. So at this point, what you'll do is you'll roll your Force rating.
In these?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your Force rating is
roll
2?
it up.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you have one light side, okay, and you have 2 dark. You and what it says here is spend 1 light or dark side. Force user sense the current thoughts of 1 living target with whom he is engaged. Right.
Okay.
So you are and then and at that point you're successful with that. You're able to use. You're able to read her thoughts. You've also allowed her to read your thoughts, right? And at this point, it goes both ways, right? So she.
My thoughts as I'm doing this, because I know it's apologetic, and it's like, I'm sorry that I'm doing this, but I've seen so much dark that I need to question. And it's that simple. I'm apologizing for doing this, but I need to be certain.
All right. Well, you can't express that, but what's
that's what
going to
I'm
happen?
thinking.
Yeah, but you're going to see. So one, am I right? Kyle Katarn is the rebel Jedi, right? From Rebels.
No, that would be Kanan.
Kanan. Sorry, you're right. Thank you. She was, and that's who I meant to say. My fault. She was trained by Kanan from Star Wars Rebels. So she was trained by him. And she actually spent time with Ezra Bridger.
Okay.
And they and it was a period of about 1.5 years where she was, and she is a light side Jedi. You also get the sense that she is feeling exactly what you felt, like, ugh, I'm the Jedi Master. Yeah, I really would like to take this slower. She looks into you, and she goes, her eyes go big, and you get the idea that she knows a few things you guys left out of the story.
Murder.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And right. So at that point, she's like, and you see, there's like a full 5 seconds where she's going, "Oh my gosh, do I tell Statora? Do I tell General Leia what's happened?"
I take a knee.
Oh yeah. So you are. She's a Jedi Master.
She's a Jedi Master.
Oh,
she is getting engaged.
Wow.
I've confirmed that she is a light side user.
That Force's decision. First of all, 10 XP. Well done. She is a Jedi Master.
Jedi.
You are, and she says, "Thank you, my first and noblest of the Jedi Knights." Right? She immediately puts her hand on your shoulder. You two are forced in decision immediately. Like, he has literally bowed before a Jedi Master saying, "I pledge myself to the Jedi Temple. I'm becoming a Jedi Knight."
I'll bow right next to him.
All right.
What do you mean force? This is what I wanted to do.
All right. So you're
We're bringing the order back.
Oh, there you go.
The guys getting back together. Let's do this.
All right. That's great. Now, the only issue is, just so you guys are aware of what's happened, you are now Jedi Knights. You're not Jedi
we're not council. That's
okay.
fine.
Good. All right.
There's
I'm
12,
still a Paragon.
12 seats on the council.
Yeah.
There's chance for upgrades.
That was fantastic role playing. 3 XP. You do see that she is disturbed, and you also see she does not tell them now, right?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what she has, but
Right. Well, actually, you do know. She knows that Poe Dameron is dead.
Okay.
She knows that, and also, actually, everyone knows at this point that Kylo Ren is dead. And so, at that point,
I had no hand in Poe's departure, in his death. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm saddened at all of it, but my hand was not involved in any way, shape, or form. And I will live with the knowledge that things transpired the way they did, but all I can do is react.
So at that point, you are. That is resolved. You guys are now Jedi Knights. Diala Pasil is a Jedi Master. You may be on the council
Can I
set
have
some
the
one
sheet,
day.
or do you need that?
Quick
Yeah,
question.
you go right ahead. Yes.
Is Paragon, is that a branch off of Jedi Knight?
No. It just means your morality is at a certain rating, and you add to the destiny pool.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it
wait.
also means that
And if you get one more morality, you get +1 strain.
it also means that
Threshold.
it's highly unlikely anybody would be put on to the council if they weren't a Paragon. You are actually by rights probably have more right to be sitting on the council than she does.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So at that point, everything is settled there, and General Leia Organa comes up, and she kind of calls you guys back, and and she says, "Thank you once again for coming in. Thank you for everything you did to bring the Ewoks back. I needed to speak to you, Usul. I am sorry to ask this to you here and now, but if you have noticed, things have been happening so quickly that there is a sense of urgency. And I have learned that in this life you cannot wait even a moment, or you may lose something else. There are two things I am requesting. The first is of you. The second is of the rest of you." And she says,
And who is it saying this?
General Leia Organa. And so she walks over to you, and she puts her feet right in front of you, stands right this close, and she says, "What do you know of my service to the rebellion and the resistance?"
It started from when you were as a senator, working with the rebellion in secret, allowing things to be stolen from you so that the Alliance could be serviced them. Then after capture, you just said, "I'm going to be a general in the resistance," upgraded yourself, fought on the front lines, went from there.
So, would you say that I have sacrificed for the rebellion, for the resistance?
Especially now, yes.
Thank you. I do not try. I have many soldiers who work underneath me. You are not a soldier who works underneath me, but as a fellow ally to the resistance, a fellow ally to the rebellion, a fellow ally to the republic, I am asking you now to sacrifice something for me. I wish to have your holocron. I need it. I will be leaving within the day.
I was actually planning on donating it to the Jedi Archive. I guess they're not the same thing then, are they?
They are not the same thing. And also, at that point, everybody at the table, you get a perception check. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah,
difficulty.
something else I suck
The difficulty is 2.
Well, I get
is my
2
specialty,
green.
Cutting.
Well, how many purple do we get?
2.
By the way, you may roll your force rating
So you got
and
three.
upgrade
Mm-hmm.
any
So
number
you're
of
gonna get
dice
3 of these, and your perception 1, right? Let's see.
for any light side you have,
Upgrade
or
that.
do you know how to use your dark sides when you get them?
Say what now?
You can use the dark side just like the light side. It's just you.
You have to take a strain. You have to take a strain to do
This should
it.
be my
And
point.
conflict.
Okay, yeah.
And
So,
the difficulty.
This is my point.
Yes.
So I have.
What do we take? It's perception?
Yeah, perception.
So make sure I don't have any modifiers.
So first make your force roll.
A force roll, okay.
Yes,
Oh,
you
it
can.
is?
You absolutely as well. All the Jedi are allowed
One
to make a
fail,
force
one
roll.
advantage.
You get your force roll. So actually, you should re-roll. So get your so roll your force, and then tell me how many points you want to use.
2, right?
And
Oh, no,
what
3,
would the,
because
what would the
three.
points get to do?
So you rolled, right? What? And you got 2 light and 2 dark.
I have 2 light, 2 dark, but I also have two successes and 2 advantages.
All right. So here's the thing. Right now, you can add 2 green okay, and forget those and not use the dark side pool, okay?
Okay.
You could add 4 green if you use the 2 dark side pool and take 2 strain.
You have 2 successes.
4 successes
And
to
this
advantage.
threat is going to cancel this advantage. So
So
you're going to
you have how many?
one
One and one.
success.
One and one.
This is
Okay.
goes
One
away.
advantage.
All right.
I
Okay.
got
Oh wait, and was that?
So
fourth?
we're going to go around, and I will tell you
yep.
what you know.
Oh well then.
So General Leia Organa is
Another one.
incredibly raw right now. She's lost so much, right? And she doesn't even know how much she's lost, right? So go ahead.
I have I have 3 successes. One of which
And a
is
triumph.
a triumph,
Yeah.
and 2 light and 1 dark.
Perfect. All right. So did you get a success?
my greens and purples. They all washed. So
Okay.
and then I
That's-
got 1 light and 3 dark.
Do you want to use?
But then
that?
I have my Paragon.
Yeah.
That gives me another light.
So you can
Not
add-
on your spell. I'm sorry, not on your force rolls.
It's only on the roll at the beginning of the
But
game.
you did get 1 light, right?
Yeah.
So you can roll 1 more green.
Okay. Success.
All right. So you know that she wants his holocron distinctly because you know his master Daska was exceptionally powerful. She was known to be powerful in several specific disciplines. Okay, so you think it's interesting, and that she's not asking for anybody else's, but just his. All right. You had successes as well.
1 success. I had 1 and 1.
You are certain she has dark intentions for this. And did you have successes?
I have 4 successes to
Yeah.
advantages.
She intends to leave this day, as she said, with his holocron, and your triumph is you know why. She intends to bring Kylo Ren back as a force spirit. 100%. That's why she wants your holocron. And you also know that your holocron specifically is exactly what is needed to do it, because that's what she specialized in.
Which
So,
But also, just so you're aware, you're standing next to General Satora, and this is General Leia Organa. Not many people say no to her, right? And she's saying, hey, like she's leaving it unsaid, but she's saying, remember when like Alderaan was destroyed and I kept fighting for the rebellion? That was a sacrifice. I'm asking you for a sacrifice today. Right.
so-
Right, well then.
Force related question.
Yeah.
What can she do with Kylo Ren's spirit?
Oh man. So it's a great
No, the
point.
more important
So
question
here-
is what can Ryla
I will
do
answer
with
that
it?
question right now.
You said Ryla.
She can do
Alright, let's
more
do that.
than what Obi-Wan's Force Spirit did, which was lead Luke to destroy the Death Star. She can do more than that.
So just on the bad feeling I'm getting, I'm just going to be
Oh.
the guy who says it. So
Also, just so you're aware, Force Spirits can train new Force users.
Yes. Like XR2.
It would be,
Yeah.
she would essentially be doing more than Snoke's doing to forward the dark side of the Force.
So I had 4
But also,
successes
you're also
and
convinced
3
like
threats.
she is going to do this, right? Because like she's like, I've lost everything, and she doesn't even know how much she's lost. She doesn't even know that her best agent is dead as well,
Right.
so I don't,
and that the murderer is standing directly in front of her.
so I don't know what all this Jedi holocron stuff is, whatever is yours, but anybody else getting weirded out by this request? Because
You're saying this is kind of odd?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, I just feel- I mean-
making money.
not. It just feels a little funky to me. I'll right in front of her face. I don't
Usul,
care.
I really think that
she's standing right there. I'm like, I don't know. You should be
you
doing
should
that,
consult Master Dahlia.
All right.
I
She-
I
she's-
I
Well,
went.
you guys
I went.
figure that out.
I
The
went-
3 of us go find a bar.
I went.
down
I
with
went
that.
diplomatic, so that you
We're
know.
gonna go find a bar.
All right. So at that point, you start to walk out. Right now, there are guards. Like once you get out of the room, there are guards at every door. Right. Yeah. The 2 guards behind that door immediately follow you to the bar that you head off to. All right. Yeah.
I think you're being profiled.
Yeah, you threw shade at General Leia Organa, man. You're in a resistance ship. Are you out of your
Profiling.
mind?
I feel,
Oh,
I
go
feel
ahead.
bad for you. I'll buy your first drink.
All right,
General,
thank you. I
I
appreciate
must
that.
ask,
Made 22,000 credits,
What
so
are
I think
your
we should be
intentions?
fine.
with this holocron of my
just
master.
figure there's got to be
Daska.
something more interesting
I fully
to do
intended to
than
bring this to the Jedi
talking
Temple,
about a holocron.
Excellent.
Bars are
Which
usually
is-
where that sort of stuff.
where I feel it needs to be. I sense great turmoil within you. I worry that you might be treading down a dark path.
She says, that is interesting. So here is my intention. If you are not aware, I also enforce emerging. and I have never taken the time to choose to train. And since you have become a Jedi Knight, have access to the temple, the holocron that you need is simply surplus to you, whereas the Jedi Temple has multiple holocrons.
Say it means too much to you.
Do you? Would you mind presenting yourself to Master Dahlia and seeing where she feels your talents might lie, and provide you with a holocron suited to that?
All right, so at this point, all of it drops. She's like, I did allow him to leave here, but do you guys remember who I am? What is my name?
We know exactly who you are, General.
Who am I? General, exactly. General who?
General Leia Organa.
And what have I done for the Resistance and the Republic?
You have done a lot.
What have you done?
I am here to serve, but I am also here.
That
as
is
a
what
Jedi.
I ask. I ask you to serve. Please give me your holocron. I ask you to only do what you have just said you will do.
Well,
Serve.
let me ask
just
you
as
this.
I have for
Where
decades.
do the Jedi stand in relationship to the Resistance? Are they equal, or are they
It almost sounds
one
like
serves the other?
And she said, that is an excellent question. The Resistance, the Republic, and the Jedi have always been in peace. We have always shared resources across. There was a time where the Republic were able to send Jedi out on missions. We are not even asking that of you yet. We are simply asking for what you have just said is an item you were going to give to the temple anyway. I'm asking you for a throw-off. Are you really going to deny me, General Leia Organa, an extra piece of equipment?
this is so far much more than a piece of equipment. I will not go into how she is like a second mother to me now. This holds more than just simple wizard tricks for Force users. It holds more than just mere battle tactics. It holds philosophy, lore.
It also
You have a lot. You have given a lot to this order, and I feel that you should come with us, not be alone, and work together as the Jedi and the Republic did in the days of old.
So at this point, she walks over and she just kind of fans out her foot across the glass steel, and she says, "This is your ship. It's been in our hangar bays multiple times. Every single time, we filled it with the freshest, energy cubes. We are installing parts now. We've denied you nothing, and you're not even part of the Resistance. I'm asking you for an extra piece of equipment that you said you were going to donate to the temple anyway. We, the Republic and the Resistance, have already given and shown goodwill toward the Jedi. Is the Jedi Temple now saying that goodwill does not reciprocate?"
Is there a communication problem here? I'm not saying we are going to deny you anything, but why
I
can't
have
we work
told
together?
you what I, General Leia Organa, intend. I intend to leave today with your holocron.
Can I cut it?
It is your holocron. If you wish to deny it to me, you may do that. Do you wish to deny me, General Leia Organa, your holocron?
Can I cut in?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, the fact that you describe a holocron as being just an extra piece of equipment is the reason that you should not have one. They're not just an extra piece of equipment. They are the start of a force.
I would really appreciate you working with us.
You are denying me your holocron, is that correct?
Get the ship ready.
When we went to the
I think you just verbally cut her down with a lightsaber.
What is she's looking at? She wants the answer now.
All right.
What is your answer?
I guess that's the case.
So be it. And at that point, she just taps on your foot, and you guys see the ship, your records on your ship, go completely red lock, right? So and at that point, she starts walking out the door, and Admiral Statora says, "Oh, that didn't really go well, but I'm very excited that you guys are now working with the Allah. That's excellent." And
What?
he says, and don't worry, you guys are 100% right. She's very upset, and I hate to say it, maybe even emotional.
May I be open and speak frank with you?
Of course.
I do not wish any negativity in relation to General Leia. But the senses that I have based on this and knowing what I know about my fellow Jedi's holocron is dark.
You're saying that there's darkness around General Leia Organa?
I do
we
not
fear. I'm sorry, may I?
absolutely.
I'm just going to trailer on to what you're saying.
Now, okay,
She
I
is
just wait.
going-
I want to just make sure you guys players understand. Okay, you have to understand. I tried to make this clear. I understand who you guys are. You ought to understand who she is. You guys are trying to say, hey, remember this superhero who's been with the Republic and the Resistance and served them tirelessly their entire lives? They're a total threat to you now. And you need to listen to me, Mr. Newbie, and throw out George Washington. Like, she is General Leia Organa. Do you really think you're going to convince Datora that she's the bad guy in this situation?
I don't think that that's going to go in that direction. What I'm saying is that with all of the dark choices or all of the
You're
dark
trying to
actions
get him to
that
understand.
have happened to her, I'm sensing that something dark could happen, provided she have that cube.
Right.
That's the sense.
So
that I'm
okay,
getting.
go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we-
So go for
Right.
Go ahead. Tell them what you want to tell them.
Pretty much what he said. I can't help but feel her emotions were palpable.
Her husband and her son just died. Of course, her emotions are palpable. It's just like you just said. Water is wet. I'm not following you.
The amount of grief that she is under, I fear, is clouding her judgment. I don't want to see the Resistance pay the price for my lack of vision.
She has just returned from the time of peace that Mon Mothma commanded her. She is our general. She is back in command. I mean, if she wants to take a ship and go somewhere, who's going to stop her from doing that? I don't think a ship would leave this. I don't think you couldn't get an astromech to turn right on this ship if she decided that wasn't going to happen.
She could get anything she wanted. She specifically wanted his cube.
And I'm shocked that he didn't give it to her.
And
Wait. Just so you're aware, Valcro, her entire planet was destroyed. Do you know what she did the next day? She was on the Millennium Falcon going to do the next task for the rebellion. She just asked him for a piece of equipment. He said he was going to give to the temple anyway. And he said that was too much of a sacrifice for him to give. Now, I'm happy to see you guys back, but I will hear not another word against General Leia Organa. You should have given her that holocron.
There are two points of order. Number one, if we are to follow the order of the Jedi, then we must follow the wishes of Master Dahlia.
That is true.
Dahlia would have to be the one to make that call.
You are correct. I am overstepping my reach. I have dedicated myself. I was more involved in the reestablishment of the Jedi Temple than I wished. I have even taken actions that Luke Skywalker would have taken. I must give that control back to the Jedi Temple. And Diala steps forward and she says, I support his decision to not give the holocron. If he had a reason to do that, then my new Jedi Knights had a good reason for it. And so at that point, Stator says, so be it. But it is he says, there was a day where the Republic and the Jedi Council worked together seamlessly. Let us work to restore that relationship. Restore it.
That's what I said earlier. I can't agree more.
Now
I think it
on
would
to
have gone a
something
long way
important.
for you to give her the holocron. I'm sorry. I'm digressing. I'm digressing. Go ahead.
Barkeep,
Yeah.
3 fish Hungarian fish snack surprises.
All right.
Stack.
Okay. You got it. All right. So you guys
He's got the first tab.
are in
got
the
first
bar.
round.
All right. And just so you're aware,
That's
you guys,
a rough day, so
you guys
make it
break
heavy.
off. And the second request was never stated.
And who was the second request?
Everybody.
She said, I have 2 requests. The holocron and the second. And then you guys, that was so like disarming. And everybody walked away from that meeting so upset that the second one was never
I
stated.
just figured you could find
Right.
something interesting to do at a bar.
Right.
Again, like-
So you guys go down. All right. And you are at the bar. There is a large bar. Okay. It is
Yeah, how do you equate
is about 2 halls
fuel,
down from the hangar
weapon,
bay.
armament,
And you guys are in there. They have the blue juice, the glasses, all that.
Well, no, I'm ordering Hungarian fish egg surprises.
There you
3
go.
of them,
All right.
followed by some Alba beer.
There you go. All right. So you guys are there, and you begin drinking. Okay, and there's a lot of There's 2 people.
Is this like a nice bar? Like, or
It
there,
is,
Is there
yeah.
like a seedier bar on the other
Oh,
side of the ship?
you want more of a seedier bar? The problem is this is the
I don't
Admiral
think so.
ship. Yeah, this is the Admiral ship. It's nicer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm down with the CD bar.
Roll them all shower.
you-
Right? Well, when we get off this tin can, we'll go find someplace in.
Assuming locks were in place on our ships.
All right. So at that point, you guys spend a very enjoyable night, and you can't even buy your own drinks. The captains and the squad leaders are very specifically buying your drinks.
Are there any of the ones that I flew with?
When you guys came in on the first, on the
first time when we went back out
absolutely.
hunting?
There is one. Yeah, there is actually one of those there, and I can and hold on, should be able to tell you who. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, it's Zal. So Zal is there, and and she's buying you drinks, and she is a squad leader. You guys also get. Go ahead. Do you have a question?
Well, no, I was just going to introduce her to the guys
to the
here
rest of the guys.
from
Okay, so-
Tusks and Tentacles. And
Zal. They
Zal,
introduce you. Yeah.
fine pilot, could shoot the teats off of Bantha.
Indeed. Indeed. So you guys go around and you have a very good evening. There's lots of good food, lots of good libations. But the only thing you notice is everybody's happy as a clam except the pilots. There's a general level of distress that Poe Dameron has still not returned. And also there is talk of a new pilot, and he is
We heard about one. It was either Zabrak or a Zextro last session.
exactly. That's exactly right. It was a Zabrak actually his call sign is Star Reaper, and there's a lot, and there's like this scrum where people are saying, well, there's a new top pilot, and people are saying there's not a new pilot. Poe is still the top pilot, and there's a real level of distress among the pilots that's there. Now at that point,
So the pilots are getting together, huh?
yeah. The other thing that is that is going on is they are starting to close in on where the First Order has regrouped, right? Where they've taken the remaining ships after the Hazian attack and after destruction of Starkiller Base. They know there are at least 3,000 TIEs left, right? And also multiple Star Destroyers. And
Snoke's still out there.
yeah, exactly. So at this point, you guys see intelligence officers just flying around the ship all over. And with that said,
Intelligence officers.
yes. Did you have a question on that one?
Just maybe we should go have a couple drinks with intelligence officers. They've always got good stories.
Oh, that's a great point. Yes. All right. Yeah, that is a really good idea. All right. So at that point, I will show you.
I'll be more than happy to buy more than a few rounds for the intelligence officers.
Yeah.
Does Zal, does she know any of them personally?
Yes, she does.
So we'll kind of like nonchalantly,
Let's say you wanna do it.
fish.
Making use of those awesome resources you've got there, Scott?
Yeah, I am, exactly. Right. So, Kale, he is from Alderaan, okay, which his planet was destroyed. He was actually a professional sports player on Alderaan prior to its destruction. And since, like, the sport he played was completely disbanded because his entire planet was destroyed, he actually served as a fighter on Endor. So he's much older now. He's like in his 40s or 50s. And actually, it is clear that he has been working all night, right? And actually goes over, and you guys sit down, and you bring over some of the fish egg surprises. You know, it's
And
got-
Gary-
yeah.
What is the
Fish
Star
act is a
Wars
surprise.
equivalent of the Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster?
Is Al sitting there?
Zal is sitting there.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right, I'd like to use some of my charm.
And there, charm. All right, there you go. All right. So what you're going to do is that skill runs off of
No, it's charm, so it's presence.
presence. So that's going to be it's right on the right sheet. That one. Yep. What's his presence?
Here you have presence 3, charm 1. So you have presence 3, 3 abilities, charm 1.
So this.
Upgrades that.
Yeah.
To this right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your difficulty is set by her
and-
discipline.
So it's going to be 2 difficulty, but since she's drunk, you'll get a boost die.
Whatever her cool is, that's his difficulty pool.
So roll
Oh,
all 6
man.
on this.
So,
Yeah, that's
can
gonna
he?
be-
Can I assist by acting as his wingman?
Oh, Wingman, yeah, come
Yeah, I
on.
like
Her
it.
cool, you got to add 1 more purple because her cool is 3.
Cool's 3?
Yeah. And then
no.
also
If her cool is 3, then that's 3 challenge dice.
you're talking red.
Yeah, red.
Wow.
Her presence might be 3. That gives the 3
This is going
purple.
to be darn near impossible. Yeah. All right.
But she's
All right.
drunk.
And then he gives
What
you an
exactly
extra
is he
boost die.
trying to
Yeah,
woo her
extra
into
boost die.
doing?
Now,
I mean,
basically,
we're
the
trying to
only way
woo
this is going to happen.
woo her out of her knickers. I mean,
Yeah.
good,
Good
lord.
luck. Good luck.
You know? All right.
Let's go with 2 triumphs.
Whoa. That's 4 fails.
Might have a
So-
success.
You got 3 successes. So that cancels
2
out
more.
that. Oh, geez. So that cancels out that to that. That cancels that. No, that doesn't cancel out that. This cancels
Wait.
out that.
Let him finish.
Yeah, those 2
Finish.
though.
So those 2 cancel, right?
Yes.
All right, so 2 successes and an advantage.
There
Yeah.
you go. She's impressed.
All right.
So yeah. So she
Okay.
lets you buy the drinks, and actually you guys spend easily an hour talking with Kale, and he said he gets completely smashed.
Good.
And says
That's
that
good talking, Kale.
they believe that half of the fleet has been taken to Hoth, and that right now Admiral Statora and Admiral Akbar are debating. Admiral Akbar wants to smash the First Order immediately, and General Statora is saying that he really feels that he's saying that he thinks General Leia could be highly disturbed and is not in a command position, and that that their leadership is not ready to push this attack.
So if where do you fall on this? What's your opinion? What's the intelligence community's opinion on
He
this
goes,
one?
They're definitely
General
right.
Leia saw it as a
First Order
rock.
is in the
Admiral
position to
Statora
go
is
out
out of
and do
his
stuff.
mind. General Leia could lead. General
But we're
Leia has
wrecked
led
now,
through
too.
loss before. We should be attacking Hoth right now.
So, if there was an outside influence that could perhaps make this decision happen, would that be worth something to somebody?
He goes. He says, "Who on this boat can make Admiral Statora change his mind?"
You never know.
He says, "It's true. If somebody could make Admiral Statora change their mind, then we'd be on our way to smash the rest of the rest of the Force Order." But he is saying that without proper leadership, we could lose far more than we gain. And also, he's saying that this is a time. So much has happened so quickly. For us to rush into battle would be foolish. I don't know. What do you think? That's all about.
I'll tell you
that
what I
campaign.
think. Hoth is really cold this time of
cold.
year.
Indeed.
Yeah, I
And he goes,
know.
and I even heard that that there's a lot of talk that some of the Knights of Ren may be there. So there's no way anybody should be going there.
At Hoth?
Yeah,
I actually perk up when he says that. Knights of Ren.
absolutely.
You think Zeta's there?
He says, if half their fleet is there, almost certainly.
I start rubbing my chin with a thoughtful look in my eye.
Would Zayd's head be worth something around here?
Zayd's. Oh well, that's a really good question.
Political assassinations probably are against the rules, but you never know.
Well, he says everybody's happy that Kylo Ren is dead, but nobody's really saying much because that is General Leia's son. So you really can't be too open about that celebration. Continuing forward, Absolutely. I think we should definitely rush right in.
With that, I plop one and a fresh round of drinks down. Then let us not celebrate quietly and throw one back.
All right.
So did we happen to get what race Zayd was?
Zayd Wren? Yeah,
Human?
she's human. She is human. Yeah,
So-
she's a young human female.
So, real, well, I don't know.
this
There's
is
really
yours.
unless we
Or
want to
his.
join up around here, I don't see where we're
Yeah. That's,
making.
I really would like to pay that bitch back.
All right.
Did you see the big crate?
Yeah.
I ordered something special.
Hoth it is.
I suppose us knights can get access to some actual Jedi armor in this
Hoth?
in this temple.
I'm in.
Oh, that's a great. Okay, so it sounds like everybody's
in-
ready to go.
so
you guys want
I'm
to go
the
to the
pilot.
Jedi Temple?
willing
You
to
guys want
travel.
to get off board and, and
You
maybe
might
head
change
over
your
to
mind
Hoth,
if you actually
right?
saw
All right.
so
where
how
we
much
want to
you kicked
go.
our ass?
Well, what am I getting myself into?
Hoth.
So, do we all go with Dahlia back to the temple?
I would assume
It's a great
so.
question. So it sounds like everybody's ready to go, right?
So I tell you this long story about how we saved the Ewoks, but we totally got our asses kicked
Everyone was scared.
by one girl.
So you are not
And-
able to find Dahlia.
And you
right?
want me to fly
And when
back
you
there.
start go ask
No,
I got
around,
a plan this time.
We're
because
gonna
there are only
fly
Jedis
to
on here. So the only people
a
that you
giant
can
ice cube
talk
that
to
she's currently
are resistance
hiding
forces.
on.
And when you
The
start talking
average
to
daily
resistance
temperature
forces,
is
they're
minus
surprisingly
50.
unhelpful.
Are we making money on this trip?
Okay.
I'm with you guys to make money.
You'll get paid.
All right. That's
So
all.
at that point,
There's a little
but
bit
you got
of
your own
vengeance
ship, right?
happening here, and
You
maybe
guys
we
can leave on your own ship. Maybe you go find them and head out.
If it's not locked,
So I don't know how
we're gonna have to get our droids to crawl over the ship very thoroughly before we leave.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna pull up a general
So how do we,
information
so
droid.
Real,
and
how do
say,
we end up
can
getting
you
paid
keep
for
one of my data
eliminating
pad where the Jedi Temple is?
How do we
Sure,
pay
yeah,
for
it's right on
eliminating her?
Coruscant.
That's
You
what
guys
we
are
really
in
need to
orbit
figure out
around
here.
Coruscant.
Then we're gonna go.
This
There.
one might
Okay,
be for
how are
salvage.
you gonna go there?
Well, I'll either
Can I
catch a speeder or go to our ships.
Salvage.
Can I actually use the computer to try and
You guys need a pilot.
We need a pilot.
like see if I can pull up where Dahlia might be?
I'll tell you what.
She's got one of those lightsabers. Those
Yeah, you
crystals
can
are
try
pretty
it.
expensive.
Like, I don't know. I don't
I
know
stupid shit, I
if
just
she
do
has a
that
ship,
often.
if she
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
has any kind of.
It's two difficulty,
you
and
can sell. All right.
it's two difficulty.
Tell you what. I'll
It's
buy
two
you a
difficulty.
coat for you.
But you can get rid of those two
You're
purple.
gonna
and you
need a
can
big
put
coat.
3 red in that
All right.
tool.
I'll take the ride with you.
Whoa.
All right. I'm in. I'm in
Okay.
for the adventure.
We're gonna go find some cold weather gear and get ready to head to Hoth.
Do you want some
Excellent.
help with
Okay,
that?
go. I want this fool. We're getting there. Go ahead.
Yeah, did
What's
you,
he trying to do?
My
Go
droid
ahead.
has.
Go.
My droid will bring 3 proficiency to that.
I would just add 3 green.
No. You would take that green away and put a yellow in. So you'd be rolling 3 challenge, 3 proficiency.
Okay, so that's 2 success, 2 advantage. So that's gonna
Cancel out the advantage.
So that goes to just to that. So 2 success with 2 threats.
All right. So you take 2 strain, and you get the on the on. Actually, she comes up on one of the blue images, and you're talking with her. She is over the same blue transmitter that usually Dark Lord Palpatine would talk on, but you know the one I'm talking
And,
about.
and I'm aware that this was a lot harder than it should have been.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's on the temple. She says, "Hey, are you guys coming down?"
It appears that everything is resisting our attempts at communication and leaving and
That's not good. How can I help?
are you able to
Get a speeder out or something?
speak with anyone?
I'm in the Jedi Temple now.
Are you able to speak with anyone and get our ship clearance? And
I will start trying immediately. I can. Who did you want me to call?
whoever you have pull with, and I give her the signal to my direct comm link.
Perhaps.
Absolutely. She says, "I will start immediately." Thank you. All right. So at that point, you guys said where were you going?
We're going Hoth.
We want to go to Hoth.
Right. So you're going to your ship, right?
Yeah.
It's hollow. Everything is out. Every part, everything is on the floor around it, and and they are taking it apart, part by part. Did you think for a second you would throw shade at General Leia Organa on a resistance ship and that was going to work out well? You got to be out of your mind, right? That thing is a shell. Yeah.
But everything's still there.
Yeah.
It's just a part.
Yeah, it'll be another 15 minutes before they start installing your parts in other ships. That's General Leia Organa. I was trying to tell you guys this. I was trying to warn. I feel like I warned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute, it's not even his ship.
That vindictive,
It's not our.
vindictive bitch.
I'm gonna go to the big crate, and I'm opening it.
All right.
And I'm starting to get into the power armor.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start cleaning my flamethrower.
All right. So actually, you guys are on a resistance ship. You're looking around. There's nothing but resistance mechanics and resistance pilots all over. Exactly what she said is true. General Leia Organa owns the ship. You can't get a droid to turn right unless she says it, right? And I really felt like I was telegraphing that. All right. Now, you can try to escape. Okay. There's a whole bunch of things you could try. Right. You can start talking to people, saying, "Hey, could you put our ship back together?" Right. But he was like, "General Organa, you're nothing. I'm going to throw a whole bunch of disrespect at you." You're like, and that's going to work out great, right?
Hey, hey, this doesn't sound too kosher for me, guys. I'm going to the bar. Just because she's sensitive.
Very. She's extremely sensitive.
So what
at
other
this
kind
point.
of craft are kind of hanging around
Right.
in the
Now
hangar bay?
you're absolutely right. So
Because
here's what you guys can take.
Personal cloaking device can go a long way here.
Every single one of you can leave immediately and go down onto Coruscant in the same device that R2-D2 and C-3PO went down onto Tatooine in. That big ball that just kind of shoots down, and you step into it, and it just goes
The
to one
escape pod?
location.
Escape,
Exactly. And you guys can float down, and you'll land there, and your ship is up there, and you guys can be free of this entire situation and free to move.
What other ships?
I have no desire to do that.
Actually,
What
so
other ships are on the
Yeah, let's get
hangar?
our-
Oh, it's a great question. So now, so let's stack it up, right? The odds of you getting anybody to put your ship back together are
Pretty
very
small.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Okay.
How long will it take?
You can leave anytime you want in an escape pod. Okay. You could take every resistance and rebellion ship in this book is in this ship, so you could take any of them. But you are also convinced anything but an escape pod, you're going to be stealing it.
How long will it take?
So Raya,
Me,
you think if
Usul,
we
and
get
the
her
two
that
droids.
cube,
She did say
we'll
we
get our
had 3
ship
days
back?
before we're expected there
before we're expected.
at the temple.
Sure, if we get her that cube. we get
How long will it
ship
take
back.
me, Usul, and the two droids to put our ship back
You know where it
together?
keeps the cube?
We weren't gone
It's a
all
great-
that long.
I'm not kidding. You
Being a
get the
smuggler and
sense
a
that in
con man, I might be
15
able to
minutes,
figure out something.
the parts from your ship are going to be
We're gonna have
installed in other
physically
ships.
overpower
By the
him,
morning,
take
you're,
the cube.
the Star Kraken it'll look like it never existed.
Wonder how we made
Like
that.
this is General Leia Organa. Like what he did, nobody talks to her
I
that
can-
way. Nobody on her ship.
Right, but I
You gotta
mean,
be out of your mind.
like
Why don't you go talk to
he's
General
talking about
Leia?
getting into power armor
And see
and
if we
stopping
can't
people
work
from
And
doing
actually,
anything.
that is completely
ship
valid.
back.
So one, if he does that, you guys can take any ship in this hangar bay and blast your way through the force field after you
Bro,
kill probably 10, 20,
Let's go
30
talk-
resistance
let's go talk
dudes.
to the general.
That is absolutely a viable plan.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Okay, so while they're thinking this out, we're gonna go leave the hangar bay. We want
How
to
about we
have a
just
quick
stop
conversation
them
with the general.
and start preparing.
With
Yes,
General
that's
Leia
what I'm
Organa?
trying to
Yes.
get at.
Yeah.
But he's trying to tell me
Okay.
that I can't
all right,
do
well,
that.
You,
So,
you sure you want to do that apart from them?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you guys leave out, and at this point your tail is like 6 guards.
Yeah, fine. Whatever.
You guys get three hallways away,
Mostly
and they
silver,
come forward and say, "Where are you guys heading?"
we have a proposition for the general. We'd like to discuss with her.
I don't think you'll ever speak to General Leia Organa in your life.
How about what's the
Are
just
you
say
the
to her?
guy who spoke to her earlier tonight?
Yeah.
She
it
goes,
was-
"You're this guy on this pad, right?"
Trust me, she's gonna want to hear what I have to say.
I doubt it. Why don't you tell me, and I'll decide if you go see her. Now there's six rebellion guards here. Resistance guards.
we want to make a trade.
Let's just say that I can get something she really wants in short order.
Tell me what it is.
She'll know what it is.
I'm telling you right now. You guys, listen. I understand you're upset. I can tell you right now, she was upset before. Are you aware her husband died and then her son died? And right now, She was hoping to find a crew who were going to go out and look for Poe Dameron for her. She was not able to ask that request of a group earlier. But we're going to find a group to go find Poe. But I'll tell you right now, if you would, you might really want to get off the ship, and I can show you a ship right now that'll get you off the ship. And they point to like the
bubble.
Yeah, exactly. The escape pod I talked about.
Patch chimes in and says, "Look, we really, really have something that could solve her previous problem."
Tell me what it is.
Can I make
She'll
like a,
know.
It's just there. Trust me. Okay, listen. You guys are right. I mean, she's General Leia Organa, but she's still a lady. She lost her husband. She lost her son. She is looking for her favorite agent, right? And she is raw right now. This guy upset her
Let
a
me
great
put it
deal
this
earlier.
way.
Why on earth would I put you in
Do
her
you know
presence?
the one thing she's looking for more than any other right now?
She's looking for Poe Dameron.
That's not what she wants
The
more
thing,
than anything
the
else
thing.
right now.
Do you mean the holocron that was denied to her? She will not take that holocron, and I'll tell you why. That now is a point of contention between the Jedi Temple and the Resistance. That contention has never existed. Do you guys understand that the rebellion used to task Jedi? And now the Jedi are saying, we won't even give you an extra piece of equipment? Do you understand what's happened here tonight? It's clear to me you don't.
We
And
agree.
equipment.
We agree. We agree.
We agree.
Are you
We want to
saying
take
that
the side of the rebellion here.
Are you saying you could get it to her?
That's what
Get
we're
it to
saying.
her.
Done.
We need to.
He says, listen, he
we
says,
have terms.
he says, boop, boop, he says, parts are going into your ship now. He says, you got 15 minutes to put it in my hands.
All right. We're gonna look for the Jedi.
Done.
And you guys walk in, and there are people like running back in with bolts and like stuff's going right back into your ship.
How long is it going to
And
take?
like there are people running over, taking people off other jobs to reassemble your ship.
How long is it going to take them to reassemble our ship?
You're not sure. Yeah, they're putting every person on it. You can see that.
Huh.
Man, this is gonna get ugly.
So listen, I'll distract him. You hit him with a stun setting.
I'm going to have to hit him more than once. And then we got the other two to worry about.
Oh man, this what's up.
It's the Kraken.
So out of game, what knowledge do I know about holocrons?
What do you want to know? So actually, I'll tell you what you know. They're incredibly important because essentially they contain the wisdom of a Jedi. It's like a lifetime of a Jedi's knowledge put into an AI that then serves that knowledge up in a way that can actually train a Force emergent user into a Jedi Knight.
That's why it's not.
They're
just
incredibly powerful, incredibly valuable.
How hard would it
And actually,
The
his
spoof one.
is super important. Force Spirit has never, ever been accomplished by any Dark Force user in the history, not in KOTOR, nothing.
how hard
What
are
she's
they to-
trying to do is unprecedented.
How hard are they to operate?
Not difficult, especially for a
Not
Force
for a
emergent.
Force user, no.
Yeah. They're impossible for a non-Force user to use.
So, wonder if we could spoof it.
Is there a way to?
I wouldn't even try.
Is there a
Yeah,
way to like
but
make
we
something
don't
that
have-
looks
Look
like
what she
one?
did when you just hurt her feelings.
We don't have
You
to
didn't
do
try
that.
and rip
To
her
make
off.
It doesn't
Well,
have to
actually,
actually
they
work.
literally
We just have to be
flow.
able to get the ship
They will
off
be
this
hard.
thing
It will be hard.
before she
The tech-
figures out that
The
it's
They're gonna-
knowledge of how
she's
to
gonna
construct
know.
holocrons
She's
has
gonna
actually
know.
been lost for millennia.
She's got too many
it's
people
crazy.
working for her.
I'm asking
No, you're
out
totally-
of game
yeah.
while they're trying to figure
They're
out
going to
what
use the
they're
Force
calling.
thing. What kind of weapons do you have? Anything that stuns?
calling
I've
it a
got
piece of
blaster
equipment.
pistol. He's got crack. He's a
Really,
starting character.
he's right. It is a really
Yeah,
precious
I've
thing.
got a blaster pistol
And at this point, his holocron has become. Here's the issue.
got two stim
Sitting on
pads.
those seats was important. And in addition to that, that holocron has just become a split between the Republic and the Resistance and the Jedi Temple, which has never existed
Okay.
before, except for Order 66. And that
I
one
really
release.
don't want to zap.
But we're hoping that doesn't happen again.
Dude, he cut Poe in half. If you don't zap him, if you don't zap him, he's going to cut people in half. You know, Jedi, they go right to the lightsaber. There's no in between.
Not wrong.
5 XP. That was the best line of the game.
That's where you go into aggressive negotiations.
Aggressive negotiations.
Negotiations with a lightsaber.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so we're heading back to the ship,
Okay, all
trying
right.
to figure out how we're going to do this one.
So
And Diala gets back on and she goes, She says, you need to get off that ship immediately. Is there any way for you to get off?
Yeah, the pods.
Go now.
But I don't want to lose our ship.
And she says, there's ships down here.
Oh, yeah, I could probably modify one interceptor you have down there.
Is the
I understand you
holocron
have your
on him?
StarCraft.
Yeah,
Literally
person.
on his
Yeah,
person.
it's
kinda
Yeah,
like
we're gonna
our-
have to incapacitate
our thing.
him, hold the two of them off at bay, take the holocron back to Leia, wait for our ship to get finished, bring them all with us, and hope he doesn't cut me in half later.
You'll be able to get.
Which he's
Another
probably
ship
going
down
to
there.
do, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to be okay with
I
me
know
at
it
this
won't
point.
be.
We're gonna kind of have to put him
But
in a.
we're also getting stonewalled here.
All right. So I'll take an escape pod.
Yeah, let's go with the escape pod.
There's no way we can do a switcheroo and all.
All right. So at this point, you guys see now these two are going to an escape pod because
Three.
Diala Passal.
Three.
Are you
Right.
coming with us,
Are you
David?
going? That's the question. Are you going with them?
He has the holocron?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Now I'm going to talk to you because you're a paragon. All right. You have the highest moral, and you are the highest Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
You see things. Actually, that's a good question. Is there any clue that he would have that these three are moving in? I don't know.
No. Sense,
If our
maybe?
ships get
Sense?
put back together, we just do whatever we got to do, get on the ship and bounce. And
Yeah, I
we'll
see
deal with the
this one.
consequence later, because there's no other way. These guys are going to go in a pod.
Unless we can get those two on the pod and get them distracted.
All right. So you're going with them, right? Okay. All right. I was about
The ship isn't
So
going
at
to
this
be
point,
together
you
enough in 15
you
minutes.
guys are coming into the hangar. You see those three walking out, right? You guys, all three, come together. It's a group, right? Everything's great. What? Tell me exactly what happens.
I'm gonna have to sucker punch him. You're gonna have to shoot him. That's all we can do.
Do it.
Oh man!
You don't want to punch a
wow.
Jedi. You do, I'm just saying, you're going to punch a Jedi. Okay.
I'm gonna sucker
Let's
punch a
do it.
Jedi.
All right.
I don't want to have to use my blade, but I will.
I'm going to have to join in
Oh my
attacking
God.
you. I'm just going to have to.
He's just gonna start kicking you in
so
the ribs.
so we're but not dirty, just to get the holocron off you, and that's
Wow.
it. And then kick you into the pod, and
All right. Okay.
All right. Well, do any
All right.
of you have anything that would be
do
close
you want
to
to lead off?
pickpockets?
So, David.
Oh,
Dave,
you know what? Yeah, are you a skullduggery?
Dave, do you want to lead off?
Two on
I
skullduggery.
got
Is that what it is?
something on that also, I think.
Yeah. What's the chance of the Jedi not realizing you're picking his pocket?
You've got.
That's as stupid as trying to sucker
and
punch him.
yellow,
Come
so you would
on.
actually get.
I mean,
All
I
right,
know
what do you got, David?
So-
Are you
so
going to lead off?
man.
So this would be your role for skullduggery.
Whoa.
Well,
What's this cunning?
Well, he had said to add a yellow to.
Well,
all
wait,
his
wait.
stuff.
Technically,
You
I
gotta
could
hold
actually
off. You gotta hold off.
upgrade
That's
my
literally an
skills.
NPC
That's what I'm saying.
now.
I mean, I got 11 experience. I can go 2.
Oh,
was that?
boy.
That's what the holocron. That
I
was
got-
He
Actually,
can't
skills
help him
up.
with these rolls because essentially he's planning an action
Right,
against
right,
him.
right.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
this would be your skullduggery role. I don't know what it would be against, for him.
Is that what it is? Skullduggery to pickpockets?
Is that what I would need?
100. Yeah.
Okay.
So what would
It's gonna be
be?
against his perception.
Oh, that's probably
3
So-
cunning, 2 perception.
So what
All right,
I'm
build
gonna
your pool.
do?
Build your pool,
now.
Mike. You're gonna build your.
So
pool.
would it be a?
Whoa. Am I resisting him or is
Yeah,
he resisting?
he's gonna try to steal
Now-
it from you. Yeah.
I've got 11, I think, experience points. I can, and it's cost 5 experience points to
No,
upgrade my
this
skullduggery
is what you
skill.
already. This is what you already have.
He's asking, can he use any of those experience to make this roll better?
No,
Actually,
you would need more.
I can't
What's his
upgrade.
skullduggery?
He's got.
Is it 2?
No, it's a 1.
It's a 1. Yeah. 10 will take him to 2.
Well, you had said he gets this is what's listed in the
Right.
in the
I'm-
book, and
I'm
you
saying
said you were
He could
giving him
right
this.
now spend 5.
No,
Get skullduggery 2.
No, it's 10. It's
Right,
10.
he's got 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So
so
you're
then
doing
you're
yeah.
in
So
skullduggery
he's
five.
taking skullduggery 2.
I'm just going by
and that's
that.
his pool. You're
So this
exactly
would be
right.
your pool.
Done and done.
So what
played,
I'm
Jeff.
doing, I'm still going with distracting him.
On increasing the, I'm saying it's well played that you increased your skill, not that you're about to attack another player character.
We're going
Go
to
ahead.
try to team up.
Just want to make that clear.
So I'm going to bull rush up to him, like not physically touching him, but very
Oh, so you're not
aggressive.
going to give him the chance for the skullduggery?
No, I am.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to be very aggressive
got
and in
all
his
the drug
face and be like, "What have you done? Do you see my ship? We came back here because of you. You swore that this was the best course of action, and now we're being treated like criminals."
Now, what is your, what is skullduggery come off of?
Cunning.
Cunning.
What is your cunning?
I have a 3 cunning.
And his is,
Cunning is 3.
okay, you're good. And so you got your boost die, all right?
Okay.
All right, so that's his pool. Do you have your pool?
Any benefit for it being my most treasured and precious item, my second mother?
Oh, he
And the
wants
reason
to-
why is you guys trust these guys.
Wouldn't
You
it be a
trust
good
these
time
guys.
to-
I should just meet him. He's like
And
neutral
he's
to me.
not doing the hit. It's these two. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Just masterminding it.
He's across the way, like with a sniper shot set up in case it doesn't
Oh,
work out.
no. You're gonna build your green and your yellow. You're
Yeah.
both gonna roll for
Acid jam.
successes.
Well, you
No,
can stun.
There's no difficulty. You're both
But
going for the
that's-
most successes.
All right, I'm just going by how resisted tasks work. All right, so
All right, now, do either one of you want to use the pool?
I'm not going to use it against the player.
All right. Would you like to use one of these light side points and flip it to a dark side point, and take one of those green die and flip it to a yellow?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yep.
need all the help
All
we
right.
can get. Absolutely.
Yeah, we need our ship back.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll it up.
Okay.
All right. 2 successes, 1 advantage.
Triumph.
Oh, triumph. Yep. Done.
Oh, geez. Triumph.
Yeah. It's
4
over.
successes, 3 advantage. Or, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you guys continue to head toward.
Now, how do you do? Do you just get close and bump into me? What
Yeah,
happens?
he totally.
Yeah, he's
pickpocketed you.
distracting you, and I just totally straight up pickpocket you while you're distracted. You're emotionally invested in what he's doing and being like
okay.
You got
new
Chevin this
Jedi
far
and
from your
stuff,
face.
developing your skills.
You
You kind
guys head
Would
to.
I have been able
you
to
guys
see
head
that or
to
anything?
The to the pod, right? And you guys are all 3. You jump into the pod. It's a little tight with you. The Ewoks, they will not fit.
They what?
They won't fit.
When they jump in the
You're
pod,
gonna
I
stay
hit the
here?
button.
Oh wait, hold on.
I can't leave the Ewoks.
Do you want to
Can they take a second pod with him in it?
actually? Okay, so this is critical. Those 2 are getting in the pod. You have the decision to get in the pod and head down now, or go back for the Ewoks. You want to go back for the Ewoks?
Yeah, I need to
All
make
right,
sure they're
got it.
safe.
You guys get into the pod. All right, you're not there because in order to do that, you guys have to keep going in your direction.
Okay.
Yeah, so
You
we're
get in
heading
the
back.
pod. Do you hit the release button?
Do you want to wait for the Wookiee? I mean, he's kind of seems to be torn up about something.
I
Did you
think,
tell him you're going for the Ewoks? Like,
Yeah,
the
I-
Ewoks
Yeah,
won't
it's clear.
fit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
I
guys
probably
know.
would have.
Do you say go on without me? I'll meet you there, or something like that.
What do you tell him?
I said I gotta go get something.
As he does, he leaves the decision to you. What do you guys do? Do you hit the release or not?
Diala said to get out of there.
Yeah, go now. All right.
All right. You guys are fully living out being Jedi Knight under a new Jedi Master. I'm going to give 10 XP per right there. 10 XP for going back for the Ewoks is totally. You, and now, you walk back in. You guys are there. You're ecstatic.
No, I'm
Right.
not.
No, you're not ecstatic. You
I'm
just
acting
pull-
like nothing fucking happened except that my
You guys are
ship's sort of
totally
getting
chill.
put
One
back
more and I
together.
can get my new treat.
All right,
Okay,
now,
because we're
roll
very
perception.
calmly walking.
Perception. Okay.
Rael, why don't you look over the ship and direct them
Those
while
two
we
green
return
light,
the
anything to it?
holocron?
Okay.
Yeah, you had. Ooh, sorry.
Difficulty.
You had 2 difficulty.
I am totally
So I'm
happy
gonna-
that the ship is getting
Hold on.
fixed, but the long-term situations I'm not happy about.
Yeah, 'cause
Look,
I'm gonna.
I tried to land
Wait a
us a
minute.
job.
So, you have
a
a
milk
success
run.
in it. Okay, you realize that they have. So, you realize that the Ewoks are. They, you know where that you go on the computer, you find them. You know where they are. They're about 3 floors down, and you see these guys are. It's kind of odd. You see them doing something, and you realize that they have his holocron because it's big. It's kind of like it's pretty big. They have
I thought
his
they were
holocron.
little.
No.
Yeah,
actually,
I'm stopping that holocron from getting to Leia.
So these guys are still in the hangar bay, right? Who you have it? He
I
has
have
it. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna have to force jump in front of him
Oh
and
man!
knock him to the ground.
Oh, holy gosh! Oh. You force
you
jump
have
into the
moves?
air and come
What?
down. So a
Don't you
Wookiee
have
force
moves?
jumps into the air
Or-
on top of you. Let's roll it up.
He doesn't have
All
the
right.
range increments to
So
get.
you're at the top of the round, okay? And you are going to use your brawn.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a 4.
Yeah. So you'll use your brawn, and you can. It is a melee attack.
Okay.
All right. And so you can go ahead and do that now.
I don't know
All
what
right.
I roll.
So you're going to take 4 green, and what is your melee?
My melee. That is a 4 green.
It just
So-
says that. And then I have brawl as well.
No
if that
ranks in it,
helps.
but you brawl, yeah, brawl.
I have brawl.
Yeah.
If he's just punching, yeah, that is a brawl, not melee.
Brawl, so you
No.
Yeah,
This
it
is
is.
melee.
Bro,
Right. Oh no, you're right. Melee's weapon. My fault. You're absolutely
It's brawl.
right. So what is your brawl rating?
So you roll 2 and 2.
Two yellow, 2 green is what it says.
Yeah,
so
that's
then
fine.
do I
Take it up.
replace?
Yeah.
so is
replace
no
two,
initiative? Because we're kind of leery of Jedi right now.
Actually, like just like you, whoever says I'm going to do this, they're at the top of the round.
So
You
do
guys,
I roll
and
this
actually,
up?
get this. He's going at the top of the round, and then you guys can choose whatever you order, because every single person in this combat is a player character, right? So there's no reason to roll initiative.
Right.
You choose what order you go in.
So this is it?
Right? That is it. You are going to
Base
take
power,
two
NPC.
purple, and the hangar bay. Oh, and actually, it's going to be 2 setback
This is the
die,
base thing.
because
This
in
would be
order
my
to clear it,
first, and
you
then
have to
that's upgrade.
you have to
So
jump
you
between
can-
2 A-wing
This is all
linked
things.
cannons.
All right.
But then
Even
that-
with
It's
my
not in.
3 force rating and stuff?
Wookiee's going to be on you in a minute. We'll see.
Gotcha. I was just gonna say he's jumping. I don't even see him coming. He just.
Right.
Yeah, you have no defense here.
Then where are these guys at?
Triumph. 2 triumphs.
Holy crap! Oh man!
This was that.
All right,
Thanks,
Ooh,
buddy.
that's bad.
That one's nothing.
As soon as he
going
jumps,
south
I'm
fast.
getting ready
So
to
did the
I will-
Triumphs get
I will
rid of
remind you too. You may be there. Maybe
What?
your characters aren't there, but you may be in it.
Does
Yeah,
the-
you understand what I'm
yeah.
saying. Do
So-
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I
this
have-
cancels this out.
I'd be
Yes.
looking through books
Did
right
you do
now
that?
if I were you.
Yeah. That
All right.
cancels it out.
Okay.
I have 2 triumphs and 2 threats.
Triumphs and 2 threats.
So double critical.
All right. Yeah. Double.
You know me.
All right.
All about that Wookiee life.
All right. You knock him completely prone. And it is 4 damage. What is your soak?
It is 4.
Okay. So all that happens is he knocks you prone, and the holocron rolls out onto the floor, and you are standing above and going. "Roar!"
Intimidate check.
All right. Yeah. And the two of you see this, and you're like, "Oh snap!"
So
I'm
I
grabbing the
yell.
holocron and leaving.
I yell.
shooting him with a stun bolt.
While he does that, I yell, "Help!" The Wookiee's gone mad, and he's trying to take General Organa, Leia Organa's property.
Oh no.
We must get it to her.
So I'm shooting the Wookiee with a stun bolt. This is a
All
really
right.
bad idea.
Yeah,
All
don't
right.
mess with Wookiee.
All right. I hate to say it. That is going to work. So.
And on my
Yeah,
turn,
So the pilots and the mechanics, you guys are their people.
I'm scooping
And
up
in
the
addition
cron.
to- yeah.
the whole
Wouldn't I
crowd,
have
and
been able to
running
get
with it
that,
like a running back.
Well, yeah.
There. So my
could
point
opt
is,
for one of
what's
the
going to happen with
triumphs
all
to
the
be form of
people
free maneuver.
around? Who are the pilots going to help? And that is definitely these guys, because these guys are pilots, right? And then also he's saying that this is General Leia Organa, which is completely true. It's already gotten around that she was upset about not getting whatever she wanted earlier, right? And so, yeah, so that's going to be 100%. Okay, so that rolls out, and then you're on. So that was you, and then what would you like to do?
All right. She's stunned. Right?
No, he has. So you want? So that's the first thing you're saying. Let him take his stun shot, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let him
Okay,
take a
let's
stun
do it.
shot.
So,
See if I have
so would I
anything
be able to
more.
use a TIE pilot as a
Yeah, absolutely. He is clearly a rebellion pilot.
right? I
Absolutely.
was looking for somebody with
Yeah.
a stun
Yeah,
weapon. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So so you can roll your.
How about a rebel
you can roll
spec
your
force
stuff.
infiltrator?
Okay, so it would be my heavy blaster.
It's
So
going down bad.
What about my Nexu? Would they have been able to?
Well, no,
Oh, you
they're,
got two
they're
more?
jumping
Yeah,
in
you-
and playing the
yeah,
non-player
I'm looking at you.
characters. So
okay.
they
Can they
can't.
not? Can
They have
they
to
have
stay
jumped
true
and
to
knocked the weapon
story
out of his
that's
hand?
happening.
Absolutely. As soon as he's done, your Nexus will come in. Absolutely.
Wouldn't they have been able to come in with me though?
Yeah, they're going to be right here. Absolutely.
So wouldn't they have been able to go like
well, he
take
gets,
their
he's
turn
going to
with
get
me
his
though?
stun attack,
Okay.
and then your
Precise
your
aim.
Nexus will attack him immediately.
okay, so I'm going to use precise aim here.
I'll be
It says
shooting
I
him.
can use precise aim maneuver.
Oh, by the
myself
way,
for
Ren
strength
looks
1.
over, and there are these 2 Nexus jumping on top of X-wings and like crawling up and starting to go toward. And you can see they're going to totally jump on him on the next round. Right?
He's got that.
I'm alright with that as long as the holocron gets there. So it's gonna reduce his range defense by 1.
Okay.
So I've got.
What
my
is your range?
4.
What is your defense?
I have resilience.
It's near the top.
He doesn't have a defense.
That's it. Okay, so
Okay.
you're fine. And then you are at close range, so it's only one
Difficulty.
difficulty. One. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm giving you a setback because he looks like really dangerous.
That's a black one,
He
right?
looks imposing. He's a roaring. Yeah, good luck.
All right. I'm actually rolling the dice for this one.
I said that out of habit. I'm not wishing you good luck.
There's the triumph.
Good lord.
So that one goes
The
away.
amount of triumphs
are all over.
Where are my freaking spares?
Now when we're in a space fight fighting the real bad guys.
I know, right? So this is a.
No, but they rolled triumphs.
Those offset, right?
Yep.
So they go
Well, no,
away.
no, no, no. Those are both negative
Then you
results.
take this.
Oh, yeah, this is double.
Those three.
This offsets.
Yeah.
So I have 2 successes and a
All
triumph.
right. So what's your damage on the weapon?
Well, I'm using stun, but it is.
And that goes against your strain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm at full
Yeah.
strain.
You 162.
Go ahead and roll your. You can roll yours as well. And
Roll my
I'm
attacks?
going to roll the next 2 attacks on you. All right. So,
All right.
do you have your next 2s on your sheet?
So
No.
what is
No,
the
no.
Where are they?
what is
I
the
got 'em.
difficulty for shooting him? With a
It's just 1.
What about Rebel Spec Force Infiltrator?
Oh, here it is.
For shooting me?
No.
You're
Uncle
asking if
Ted.
he's there?
Yeah.
For shooting me?
Of course he's there. All right, I got it.
Damage is-
I'm a rebel pilot.
Blaster rifle. Damage is.
Because what
9.
else would he be?
Oh, no one. He could just sit back and watch me get the thing back.
Well, then Scott's gonna roll the dice
yeah.
instead.
All right. Okay. All right. So wait, I'll leave that there. What did you do to him?
9.
9. So that's going to deal 9 to your strain,
Okay.
and
So
you're going to roll a
applies.
critical because you hit. You got to roll a critical.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
so criticals on the.
Yep.
So do I roll it, or?
He
you
rolls it.
roll, yeah. Yeah.
So the D100?
You got it. I'll tell you what happens.
Scott, what do you do in that
25.
situation?
Lift
You
the
can
die
move it,
off?
or you can re-roll it. Your choice.
All right, so
All right. What'd you
Off
get?
balance.
25.
25. You are off balance. You get. You're going to get 1 black. In your
Okay.
next move.
four successes with a light blaster pistol on stun setting.
4 successes. Okay, so that's going to be. So what is its damage?
Damage 5, critical 4.
Okay. So 5 plus you got 3 more. That's going to deal 8 damage. Where are you at? Dave, where are you at? David, where are
What?
you at?
For what?
What was your strain after he
Shit,
hit
I
you?
meant to.
3.
After he hit you was at 3?
Yeah.
He just knocked you out.
You know you get soak, right?
All right, and at that point...
Wait, does so count
then
against
Yes.
strain?
Everything.
It's stun.
Yes.
Is it
I didn't know
against
so
stun?
counted against strain. Then I would be at 8.
The
Against
next
stun
2
damage.
attacks you.
Okay.
All right?
Oh, great.
And the next
Scott.
2, give me 1 second. Next 2 comes in, and he is going to deal...
So you did 9.
Yeah, he is
Eight
going to
stuff.
deal
And Bart did 9.
6 and a critical.
I need
So you get your full soak.
So I can dodge, right? Or does he automatically hit me? Or is he the
No,
wrong
no,
order?
he rolled it.
Scott.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use dodge. It says
That
move
should have
into-
been communicated better. You say
No,
that
it's
as
okay.
he makes
So there's a lot
I-
going on here.
because I-
Yeah, you're fine.
yeah,
You're fine.
he's-
What
I
does it
understand
does
that.
it add to their pool?
It says
It upgrades the check.
it upgrades the
difficulty.
difficulty check by the number of strain for the ranks of dodge, so 1. So,
All right,
I
so
take
it-
1 strain, and it upgrades the difficulty check.
All right, so I'm going to give you your choice. I can re-roll these 2 with reds. It'll only upgrade 1, right?
yeah.
So I can roll another purple and let that stand, or I can re-roll this one as a red. What would you like?
Reroll as a red, I guess.
Yeah.
They're the
Scott.
same, so we're
Yep.
the same.
Does so count against
You have 2
strain as
failures.
well?
That
Yeah,
so
it
that
does.
next 2 fail. That
So then
next
I'd be at-
2
but only
fails.
for this.
Are you able to dodge more than once?
Yeah, so then I'd be at 8,
As long
not
as he
3.
applies strain.
Yeah, as long as I have
Because I have
strain,
5
I
soak.
can continue.
Yeah,
You're gonna
then
take
you
another
would have
strain?
just did
There's a set. He has
another
2
8.
nexus.
Okay, yeah,
And
that
then
one
you
goes
add your
again.
soak
Yep.
in, and so you would take the 3. So
then-
you're at 5.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
I didn't
Yeah,
add in.
total fail.
I didn't add in my soak to his
Yeah.
attack, so now I'm at 5 strain after his attack.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's good.
I didn't
All
realize
you're still
so
at
counted
5.
with that.
You're good. Your 2 Nexus immediately attacked him. They both failed to attack him.
Okay.
In fact, they both came down. They clawed at him, but it just like scraped off of his armor, and they really weren't able to get any to his fleshy parts.
So
All right.
on my turn,
Yes.
scooping the holocron, making a run for it.
Going for it. Got it.
He said
All right.
back in 15 minutes.
That's everybody, right? Yeah, that's everybody. Did you have an action
For what?
with anything?
I'm in the pod.
Right,
But he's letting you
he
take
had an
control of
action.
NPCs.
Yeah, you're fine.
NPCs
You're
if
fine.
you
So-
want.
All right, okay. Talk to Ted if you want to do that. All right, so we're back to round. We're back to the top of the round. You're at the top.
I'm going after him. Can I force jump at him
Either
again?
way, he's going to use NPCs.
Yeah. All right. So
already
it's
lost.
the same roll. You're going to use your brawl and your.
It's just a way for you
yeah.
to keep playing
But
even
what
though you're
about
not there.
the pilots and
It's a way
whatnot
for you to
that
be a
are-
part of the combat.
So then it's
Yeah,
this.
that are
And
gonna come after him.
What
At this
else?
point,
Two
they
difficulties
were trying to get the
always.
holocron because that's what you told them. They're not going to attack a Wookiee.
Oh, no, I got that.
Go ahead.
What else do
You
I
did
add?
have one attack a Wookiee. That was impressive.
Well-
yeah. By the way, 5 XP. Good job.
What do I add to this?
You're going to. You're going to add in 2. Yeah,
Difficulty.
2 purple.
That's it?
And what is your defense?
My defense is a 1.
Yeah,
setback.
so one setback die in black. And you were.
Oh, wait,
critical,
yeah, so I get
you
another
one
one.
more. One more. You get one. You have 2 black in your
I do,
total.
I do.
Okay, you're good. Go ahead.
Man, I don't think I have anything cool that I can do.
Chewing on liver tablets.
Liver tablets.
Yeah.
Those smell weird.
I got knocked down by a
2 of these. 2 of these.
You gotta recover. Want one? To make feel
This
good.
was not how I was in session playing.
Liver towel.
I agree.
There is
Liver tablets.
Desiccated liver
went
tablets.
dark. It went
there's no
dark.
party dynamic.
2
For
successes.
sure.
Argentinian
That's it.
beef.
Okay,
Two
that's all you
successes.
needed. Yeah. So he now there's no criticals. He knocks you prone. So you go skittering across the floor. You bump into an X-wing's jutting prawn, and you take no damage. Right? Oh wait, there's 4 damage from his attack.
I soak it.
Yeah, you're fine. And you stop there. You do not lose hold of the holocron. You can stand on your next action.
I'm gonna shoot
Can I talk to him real quick?
Yeah.
I will cut
always
your
fun.
arms off. Give me this.
Oh man.
It's not going to happen, Furball. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay,
man.
so I've got my attack die. What do I need for setback or challenge?
Yeah, you need 2. You're firing at him.
Yep.
2.
I do not want to be a part of this.
And what is your defense? None. You're good. Go do it up.
I'm gonna flip one of these. No, I'm not. So I have something else I want to do. Okay, that's 4.
So is this the decision that the dice are better than the app?
No, I want to keep this moving
He's like, this
quicker
matters.
rather
All you
than
do is
shorter.
electronic.
This goes a little bit too. The app goes a little bit too slow.
So
Those
the
offset,
dice are
right?
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
You
offset,
won that conversation.
right? So I have 2 successes and
And an advantage. Okay.
Yep.
So one, you can reduce strain if you want, or you can give out a boost die. He hits you again. What is the damage on your weapon?
So it's 9.
9. It's gonna be
and
10. You get your soak. What's your
Yeah.
soak?
So then no, it's 5.
5. He does 5. That takes you out.
Okay.
It
That
doesn't
takes
it?
me to 0.
Yeah, that's it.
So you're stunned, right?
So the Wookiee is above you, and he's like, ah, and he starts. And he had just said he was going for his lightsaber, and he actually goes, and he
He said rip his
blue
arms
circle
off.
hits, and actually at that point,
I'm gonna take
Gar topples.
What do you? I'll catch him so he doesn't get hurt.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to gently roll him over and put restraints on him behind his back and pat him on the shoulder. Sorry, buddy.
But all right, there's the slow music comes in, and you are like, oh man, this all went south. Like there was times when we were fighting together, now we're fighting each other. You look at the holocron.
Rin, get the holocron to the general. Then we'll head to the planet and fix this.
Does my morality go up for trying that?
Yes, I'm very curious how you're going to fix this.
I don't know.
I am
We're going to fly you somewhere
1d10
else.
Morality, you can roll it right now.
1d10 morality.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
here you
would
go.
be-
Come on. I murdered somebody because he
Tens,
dented
that's
my
zero.
ship.
So
I
wait, that's
can't
10?
allow my
Okay.
ship to...
Mara-
So
Mara
heading
goes up
to Leia.
Aragon rank 2.
So I'm at a
All right.
90.
And at that point, you guys. So
Oh
who
wait,
act-
by doing that I gain another strain. Because I went up to over
You
80.
wake up in shackles.
wait.
You wake up
Wait,
shackled,
what did you do that
stun
gave it to
cuffs
you?
behind your back.
Because I got
Morality.
past 80.
So at that point,
When you wake up, yeah.
you're actually in a crate. They put you in a really large crate.
Yeah, he's
I wake up and all you hear is just
Actually,
sensors.
Who hands the holocron to General Leia Organa.
No one. I got it
Right,
back.
okay. So you guys are all brought up to General Leia Organa.
Yeah.
And she says,
Screw you guys.
I truly appreciate what you've done. Thank you very much. This is very important to me.
I'm at a
This is
90
going to help
morality.
me to actually achieve something that is extremely important to me. She says, whatever you need before you go, make sure you collect it.
7 billion
And of
units.
course, your ship will be fully restored, in addition to the repairs that we were working on. And she says, and also, I'm going to give you this communicator band. She gives you just like a data packet with a bunch of numbers on it. She says, you can call me direct through that. And I will definitely have additional jobs for you in the future. Right? And at that point, you guys, now you're really happy because your ship's really back, but you definitely get the idea that what she intends to do, like she turns and you can see like it's almost like Maleficent clutching like the magic mirror.
So
like, yeah.
General, I understand you don't like me. Prove me wrong.
She says,
And I leave.
Just drop the mic.
Oh wait, I have a line that I say when I wake up. Not enough meditating is going to solve this problem.
Okay, so
all right, so we end with the holocron that will be used to raise Kylo Ren as a Force spirit so that he can train
Allegedly.
new Dark Force
I don't know.
users.
I did ask her to prove me
Right.
wrong.
Being handed to General
way
Leia
this is gonna
Organa
end
by
well for anybody.
2/3 of Tusken tentacles. We end with Valcro and Usul walking into the Jedi Council. She stands up from the seat and walks forward. You guys are in the Jedi Temple, and she is receiving you. We end with Gar in a crate, shackled,
Defeat after defeat.
defeated, and that is
No, I
a
don't.
wrap.
I don't want to put him in a crate.
You guys weren't even there. You were returning.
I think I did pretty good for a
you were-
1v3.
You were making
okay?
sure that Kylo Ren is returned to return. All right, and so at that point, that is a wrap. Thank you guys very much for playing tonight, and
Until next time.
Thank you.
stay nerdy.